Yeah, this new law sets requirements for concealed carry permit applicants, like 16 hours of training and a review of social media accounts. The law was challenged in court, but yesterday a federal judge denied that preliminary injunction request, allowing the law to go into effect today.
We know that guns don't always respect borders, that guns travel between states. So it's very critical that we partner with our neighboring states.
Stein calls New York's Concealed Carry Improvement Act an important and necessary step. He says his team is already looking into whether Connecticut could benefit from some of the elements in this new law, but he says a few of the measures are already in place here.
We can learn from one another. They can take our laws, make them better. We can take their laws and then expand on it. I mean, the whole design is to make sure that we're all safe.
But gun rights advocates say it's not about safety.
They want to do it the right way. They want to be lawfully trained. They want to be permitted, and they want to follow the rules. But you cannot make the rules so burdensome that it's not possible to obtain.
Sullivan says law-abiding gun owners feel left out of the conversation, claiming those who have access to firearms are the very people whose voices are not being heard in Hartford. She believes legislators don't understand the impact of the laws they've already passed.
Law-abiding gun owners are all about prevention, and we're all about safety measures. What we're not about is simply an infringement on rights because it sounds good. It has to be effectual.
One of those laws passed at the federal level, the bipartisan Safer Communities Act. That legislation providing billions in funding for mental health, schools, enhancing background checks, and more. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy at the forefront of that measure.
I tend to focus on the federal law and leave a lot of the decisions on state laws to the folks in Hartford, but I certainly think there are places where we're just a lot safer if there aren't guns.
In the legal challenge of this New York gun law, the federal judge was wary of some of the provisions. He wrote the good character requirement was based on vague, subjective criteria, but he did side with the state on mandatory training and in-person interviews. While gun rights groups in Connecticut hope to keep new laws like New York's from being added here, gun control advocates are already looking to incorporate them. In the newsroom, Emma Wolforst, Fox 61 News.